Joy. Yes, Vinny.
All right, thank you for joining us. All right, moving on. Well, TikTok has gone offline in the United States. It shut down less than 2 hours before a ban was slated to go into effect. The extraordinary blackout now prevents access to one of the world's most popular social media apps, one that had been used by 170 million Americans. The app also has disappeared from Apple's App Store and the Google Play Store. TikTok's action comes after the US Supreme Court upheld a ban that was passed with a broad bipartisan support in US Congress and signed into law in April 2024 by President Joe Biden. The law prevents American companies from hosting or serving content for the Chinese-owned social media platform unless it sells itself to a buyer from the United States or one of its allies. But why was the law passed in the first place is the big question. Several lawmakers in the United States raised concerns regarding TikTok's parent company, ByteDance. They were worried that ByteDance's close ties to the Chinese government could lead to espionage or influence operations. Several concerns regarding data security of users and censorship were also raised. Over the course of the last few years, several reports corroborating this have also come to light. Back in 2019, images of Hong Kong democracy protests and police crackdowns were strangely absent on TikTok. In fact, in 2023, a former executive at ByteDance stated in a legal filing that some members of the ruling Communist Party used data held by TikTok to identify and locate protesters in Hong Kong. Other reports of TikTok instructing its moderators to delete or limit the reach of videos touching on topics sensitive to China also emerged. These topics included the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests and subsequent massacres, Tibetan independence. But that's not all that concerns the American lawmakers. Concerns that rose sharply when the CCP appointed a director to sit on the board of ByteDance. Now, as the app goes black in the United States, it has mounted pressure on President-elect Donald Trump. In a message that flashed on users' screens, they stated that they are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Trump, meanwhile, hinted earlier that he may grant a 90-day reprieve for the app's acquisition by an American company. Even if temporary, the unprecedented shutdown of TikTok is set to have a wide-ranging impact on US-China relations, US domestic politics, the social media marketplace, and millions of Americans who depend on the app economically and culturally. So the question is, will Trump shut shop or not? We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the platform at this point in time is Ambassador Suresh Kumar Goel,